My blood thin.
Speaking of the heat,
There's been
Spider-Man
some heat.
Lotus got some fucking heat this past week, to say it lightly.
Oh, Wayne.
Okay, so I watched this whole situation unfold on Twitter. I am not exclusively the only person who saw this. This is not some... This already happened. However, I think it's too crazy of a story not to be told. So, have I mentioned this fan film like project?
You've brought it up before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's this, for people who don't know, there's this fan movie being made right now called Spider-Man Lotus, right? I have not been on this this gravy train of Spider-Man Lotus since the beginning. I'd only caught on because the director got really big on social media by he had a lot of hot takes on Spider-Man.
Yeah, and that was when they were showing like a bunch of like the screen grabs and shit from it or whatever, and it was like people were like, "What Spider-Man movie is this from?"
Yeah, pretty much. And it was so. Either way, though, he ended up. I think it was like a Kickstarter account or one of those crowdfunding sites. He got $120,000 from his following to make this Spider-Man fan film, which I am told that the reason he wanted to make this fan film is because he didn't like the current MCU Spider-Man. So it was reactionary in nature. Like, he didn't like what was being put out there. So he was like,
best things are created out of
spite. You know? So he was like, you know what? I'm going to put my own filmmaking hat on. Now, apparently he did this when he was like 19. So he's 22 now. So he's been working on this project for years, right? Not only that, he had some buddies with him. And that dude, this is like straight up, like, apparently he was allegedly, he was uncool to one of them when that kid was 9 years old. Very uncool to him. That kid is now 15 and was the one that leaked these DMs and got his revenge
and other shit. Like, apparently they didn't pay the people. Like,
yeah,
on the
apparently
movie.
there's
like,
that.
There's a lot of like building.
There's a lot of stuff that came out afterwards, but
the entire
I'll just get to
go for it.
Basically, so first thing that happened was the lead actor of the movie. What's his name?
Wayne
Warden.
Right.
I've never heard of him
very,
before.
Like, comic book name.
Yeah.
It's the perfect name.
It's the perfect name for him, for sure.
Too bad.
Yeah. Oops. All right. So these DMs got leaked, and they're pretty fucking bad. I mean, I'm not gonna pull them up here, and I'm obviously not gonna repeat them, but they're not great. You can go look them up if you want. And now apparently these messages came from years ago, and these guys are in their early 20s, so they were making these comments when they were teenagers.
Classic 15-year-old, like Xbox lobby.
I'm pretty sure someone made the claim that one of them was from 2020. So I don't, but like from what everything else I read, it seemed like this had been going on for, like, this went on years ago.
Right.
So that comes out, right? And that causes a whole shitstorm to happen because literally the day before this, maybe like 48 hours, the director, the original guy, he posted the fucking Adobe Assembly cut, a picture of it, saying like, oh, like, like the first cut's in and it's around an hour and 46 minutes and like it's gonna go to this, and like he has his plans and it'll be out like sometime by the end of the summer, right?
Right.
Whew, man, I don't know if he can keep that timeline anymore.
That's a real.
So the lead actors, his DMs leak, right? And it's pretty damning, right? So all this goes on, and everyone starts going after him and starts asking the director for accountability. You're going to keep this guy in the movie, because that's like everyone's thing now is like they have to, like, even though the movie's already shot, you know what I mean?
You have to Amber Heard justify.
Yeah, and there's no way that's going to happen in a fan-made like movie.
Yeah, they cannot reshoot the movie if they're like, here's the first cut.
It was made for $120,000. It's just not in the budget.
Yeah,
it's just not going to happen. So he releases a statement saying that he didn't know about this and he was very sorry. and that this isn't going to stop him from making the movie, and that the person he worked with on set and he created this character with for this movie, he's what's it called? He never saw that, so he stands by him.
Right.
Which, fair enough. Then his DMs leak.
The shot chaser combo and shit.
Yes. So then his DMs leak, and they're even worse than the original guys.
And then you're like, oh yeah, it's a fan-made movie. Like, these people are probably assholes. Like,
so his DMs leak, and now there are a bunch that went around that were photoshopped and aren't real, and I don't know how or why they are photoshopped, but I do know that people who were in the movie and who worked on the movie go, oh, those are definitely not real. I've seen the real messages, like those aren't them.
Right. Okay.
But however, I did see the real ones. They're pretty bad as well. Once again, apparently these come from years ago in different group chats, and like, you know, they were young and stupid. Either way though,
yeah,
this movie, this fan movie, generated so much hype in the community, and it was all burned to the ground in 6 hours.
Can you imagine like this was a really bad marketing ploy?
Oh,
we're gonna be like, we're not getting anything for this.
So, as you know, though, Twitter is gonna do what Twitter does,
as it does,
and Twitter had some hilarious takes.
Jesus. Yeah, as all of the all of the DMs were very like racist and homophobic messaging. So that's where this applies from.
Yeah. So then we have
oh God.
You better lead scene from Spider-Man. You better be white under that mask.
Yeah, man, I have really dark humor. That's racism.
Why are they doing this to me?
I don't know. You tell me. Oh, because you're just previewing it.
Yeah. Oh,
okay. Lead actor and creator revealed to be racist. Drop the Green Goblin costume to distract from Okay, so that's the other thing too. While all this hysteria is going on, they dropped the Green Goblin costume from Spider-Man Lotus, right? And look at this shit, you guys. Holy shit. Look at this costume.
It looks like a porn version of Spider-Man. Like,
oh God!
It looks like something from Halloween Town.
Yeah, a porn version of Spider-Man.
By Halloween Town, you mean like the Disney movie, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you cover up his chin and his mouth, and he kind of looks cute. like a playful little imp.
I don't know about that, Nick.
Well, yeah.
That's a massive underbite.
Yeah.
That is.
Poor
It's
guy.
like a big old pit bull.
Wow.
This is Grandpa from Hey Arnold.
Dude, you would see this.
The top of his thing is covering like his balls on his head.
So they released this to kind of like to try and distract from this, right? And then guess what, you guys? This actor's DMs leaked, and they're racist as fuck too.
I'm just like, I wanted it to be like you have this image up, and then it's like, and guess what? Then it goes black and white, like a true crime documentary.
So, drop Green Goblin costume to distract from the news. Green Goblin is also revealed to be racist. So, they were having a rough go of it. Let's see what else we got.
Oh Christ. That looks like a. Oh no!
Somebody had to make that mask.
Keep going. I don't want to see no more of that.
Do you think they made that prior to this? Like, did they like?
You think someone ran to their sewing machine?
Was it a KKK member? Was like just a big Spider-Man fan already?
We live in a time where the Flash is on the run from the police, and Spider-Man is caught in a web of racism. Which, yeah, Ezra Miller's still on the run. Oh, I accidentally...
You and I are not so different. I'm a Green Goblin.
Yeah. Racist Green Goblin to racist Spider-Man. You and I are not so different.
Come on. Did you hear his like justification for it?
Oh, yeah, here we go. Peter.
That's a classic.
I like that one a lot. Oh, yeah, read the comment. Jamie Foxx was amazing, Electro. Even I, being a racist, look forward to his return in Spider-Man 3. And like Spider-Man Lotus director.
Oh my god.
Leaked it.
Twitter is just going off. It is not.
Holy shit. Spider-Man Lotus is so fucked up. You Uncle Ben got And this is like not even scratching the surface. I mean, this was
This is
fucking
like
wild.
The ones that you can show. Like,
yeah. So I'm not entirely sure. I don't really want to like read the statements of the three guys that like, but I will say this. Oh man, they deleted a shit ton of stuff off there. So I just went to this guy's Twitter account to like find some of the images.
Oh
and
boy.
he just fucking went through his Twitter and
Like
deleted
cleaned
everything.
house, yeah.
And so then this is just the two statements that were left up. Oh man, I wanted to see the
do you have them up?
the
do
production.
I-
Yeah.
Oh,
You can-
okay.
I wanted to see if the production stills were up, but look at this.
Which one is? Who is this? This is the director.
This is the
or-
director. Yeah,
Yeah.
GJK, or I think it's GJK Central is like his at.
Yeah.
And then
How does this make you feel?
Oh wait, did this just happen? Oh, okay. We have that.
Yeah, you're at.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, wait, did someone really just tweet this? No. Yeah. So he said some pretty homophobic things, as you can tell.
Yeah.
As well.
And then Wayne was like, I was raised in the South and I didn't have access to technology. So
I mean-
I didn't know I was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
What?
Like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and defend a bunch of people I don't know, but at the very least, if they're making these comments when they're in their as teenagers, it's not okay. But also, nobody's the same person they
No.
were when they were a teenager.
I mean, the thing is, I don't have, I'm going to say sympathy for it because it's not like they did this in like 1995 where, you know, like, it's like,
yeah,
it's like
they knew better.
that's
like,
the thing. I'm not saying it was right back then, but like they were in like their amount of like visual, like connectivity into the world, like 7 years ago
Yeah.
is substantial.
Yeah.
Still. Like,
They were in the South.
yeah, no, I know.
They didn't
Nick.
have any technology.
But yeah,
There's
so
nothing. It's a
you got
wasteland.
two racist actors, a racist director. All three of them are definitely homophobes.
They all walk into a bar.
Allegedly.
I mean,
By the
yeah,
way,
like,
so all this
walk
shit
into
comes
a
out.
bar.
There was all this. So now it's just kind of up in the air. Like, is the movie even going to come out? Because the one actress who plays Gwen, she came out and she said the same thing. That I'm appalled by the things I saw. However, that's not who they were when I worked with them.
are we just waiting for her DMs
and
now?
yeah,
right.
and she fucking Jeff Sessions it real quick. The one that played Mary Jane, she was like, "Yo, I'm out of here." They're like, I'm not entirely sure if she said anything nice. I could look it up on
I
Twitter.
mean, do you blame her though if she's like an aspiring actress?
No, yeah, I mean like,
You're like, I'm not gonna
yeah.
have a black mark on my record.
but
like
she
that.
was like, I'm taking myself off of this project, like all of my credits and everything, and it was just kind of like she was removing they were removing themselves from the project completely and being like, yeah, but you're already in it, like, and you signed the contract. Like, it's his footage. So he still says he's gonna put it out because because that was like always the intention regardless of the hiccup.
Right.
The other thing is that he has some sort of he's got to have some sort of like distribution deal, and he's got the sponsors from the crowdfunding, so he has to put the movie out like legally. It's binding.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm sure there's the like all of his distribution deals are the contingent upon like you being a good person clause that they have in all of this, which
Depends. I mean, the other thing was that like there was one thing I saw people complaining about was apparently, and this might have been one of the Photoshop ones, is that he called John Watts movies Garbo, and John Watts did all three of the new Spider-Man, and yeah, and even then like John Watts like DM'd him and told him his trailer looked good and everything. People were like the most upset about that. I was like, you out of your mind? I was like, who cares? Like, there's filmmakers who are friends that think each other's movies are garbage. Like, there's musicians who are friends who think that they can't listen to each other's music. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I think it's a bit, pretentious to be like, I'm 19 and I think this guy's a piece of shit at directing. And
yeah, but if you can't say dumb shit like that, not racist and homophobic shit at 19, then when can you say it?
No, for sure. You can be as, like cocky and whatever as you want. You can also let everybody criticize you for being an idiot. I think you need to.
Yes,
that's the thing. If you're gonna say it, you gotta get put in your place.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm saying.
John Watts is garbage, then Twitter's gonna come at you.
Well, Spider-Man Twitter's gonna come at you.
Yeah.
Most of the world doesn't know who John Watts is. He's not like Scorsese or like Spielberg or
more famous director
George Lucas.
Spielberger.